I want to take some film of the of my pickup I have for sale. You can kind of see what I've done. Get a more full picture of maybe what I have for sale. See if it's something you're interested in. Going briefly over the body, I'll point out some spots, some areas of concern, and some of the work I've done. About 4 years ago, took her all the way down to bare metal, and I've included some of those pictures in the auction. So just to get an idea. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm an amateur. Just wanted to redo the pickup, and now it's something, like I say, I'd like to pass on to somebody who could hopefully appreciate what I've done and improve upon it. And I'll point out, somebody had asked me when I was looking for advice as far as what I was doing, what my goal was, and I told them, and I think it was apt and still is, it's looking for a clean daily driver. So I've taken some steps. Right now we're going over the bed. You can see where that was one exception I allowed myself, for a deviation from the original, just to protect the bed. They're so hard to come by in that condition, and as such I wanted to protect it. So here's an example, I guess, of what I did, or what I'm talking about. Previous areas, when I got this truck, it was a farm truck. Bought it about an hour north of here. There were some areas of rust, so I took some steps to control the existing rust, get out as much of it as I could, and then control what was left before I painted over it. I actually painted the interior after I did had the truck painted. Somebody gave good advice, and unfortunately I wasn't wise enough to follow it, so it was a real pain. Here's one area I wanted to point out on the window cranks. Didn't change those out, and you can see the seals. The door seals themselves are new, but the ones around here I did not change out. So you can kind of see they're kind of wore out, and I put felts in there to try to take up some of the slack in it. Had the door panels redone. The windows crank real easy. You can see the window come up and down and back up. Here's some areas when I'm pointing out. Here's, I guess, my finger as an example. Right to the right of my finger you can see, and again I'll point out, or try to point out in the pictures, just some areas that unfortunately I trusted the folks who did the painting that the sealant would otherwise take care of it, and it didn't. New window seals, front windshield and the rear one. Got the rear window out of Colorado and went ahead and refurbished it, and I'll show you how well it slides. The rims themselves are just Steelies that I've spray painted white, so I didn't want you to think otherwise that they were powder coated or anything. We'll take a look in the engine bay, and then we'll go ahead and crank it up. Again, don't get excited. The engine has not been out of here. I've not had it out of here, but as I did work a couple years ago, went ahead and took the intake off. I had a little bit of a coolant leak, so I went ahead and addressed that. Did the valley pan, did the tappet cover, redid the gasket, and as I had the valve covers off, just tried to clean things up and painted them as I went. AC compressor and the whole system is set up. It's an original AC truck. It does not currently work. I basically ran out of time this summer, and it wasn't something I followed up on because, like I say, I just don't drive her as much, and that's part of the reason why I'm offering her up for sale. Right now I think it's I think there might be some valves or some bypasses, valves in here that are preventing the recharge. It's been converted to the 134, and I'll show you when we start the truck up that the clutch engages. But what else? New battery, 2012 was a battery. New alternator, new fuel pump, gaskets all around on the top, including all the water gaskets, new thermostat, new senders are new. Plugs and wires were fine when I got it, and it's not something I've actually ever changed out. Here's some other rust you can see starting in the doors, and again, it's right now, from what I can find, it's limited to the doors, not in the fenders. When I had the fenders off the truck, I went ahead and cleaned up on the rust on the inside. We'll get another shot in here. Cleaned up the rust on the inside and painted over those in hopes of protecting it. This cover I created, I think they came with it originally, but it's painted behind there as well. And there's some, you can see, I guess I'm glad I saw it, there's some insulation in here, and it's just a little stuff. It's the little foam insulation. It's up here on the headliner, which is new. It's in the doors as well. So we'll go ahead and crank up the truck rather. All the gauges work. I just, in fairness, I didn't trust the temperature and the oil pressure. I actually wanted some numbers to those measures. So and I had warmed up the truck a little bit earlier. So anyway, I put some kind of in a discreet manner, went ahead and tried to put some gauges in there, some aftermarket ones. She cooks at 180. Change out the thermostat as well. I integrated the choke. There wasn't actually an original choke because there was an automatic choke in there. It was actually a 4-barrel carb in it, and I changed that over, a new gasket, and it's a Holley 2300 carb. And then I hooked up a manual choke to it, which I enjoy using when I warm it up, because it allows me, like I say, take the idle a little bit and not have to sit out here and watch it and make sure she doesn't give out on cold days. The radio works a little loud. Radio works, but actually the I only get a certain amount of the band. I only get probably about 93 to about 102 on the band, on the FM band. I don't get anything on the AM band. Speaker up here in the dash, and then speaker in the cup holder, and that'll come with it. It sounds a little better when you actually flip it up. I think that's about it. Carpet kit is new. It's not a great job. It doesn't. I would like it to have been smoother than what it did. Never made kick panels for it. Obviously the dash panel's been taken off. I've redone that. I'll come out tonight and take some pictures of all the lights. The lights work all the way across, and the gas gauge works, which is actually a rarity for any of the internationals I've had. We'll go around back, take a peek at the tailgate so you can see, but outside of that, I think I've done what I'd hoped to do with the video. The exhaust I think is original, or it's been cobbled together, so that would be an area that would need work. And just finished doing the mounting up, and again, it's kind of the Harry homeowner version. There's a wood in there and some bolts, but it's secure, and there's some locks on it to keep somebody from stealing your tire. I think that's it. Please, if you have any questions, let me know. Good luck and happy vid. Thanks.